Recently, a Pentagon official said that Iran could make the program needed for a device in 12 days if it wanted to do so. Now, this comes just after a recent report suggested that Iran is at an enrichment level very close to that of bomb potential. Now, Tehran has played down the development, but the question is still there. Is Iran secretly enhancing its nuclear weapons program? This week we bring you a special report from West Asia. Let's take a look.
Is a new headache brewing up for the West? Iran and its nuclear capabilities are under the scanner yet again. U.S. Undersecretary of Defense for Policy Colin Kahl says that 12 days, that's all it can take Iran to produce one bomb's worth of fissile material. Fissile material is a material capable of sustaining a nuclear fission chain reaction, such as some uranium. Washington says when the Trump administration decided to leave the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action in 2018, it would have taken Iran about 12 months. But now it could be a matter of just 12 days. This comes as the UN nuclear watchdog says it detected particles of uranium enriched up just under the 90% needed to produce an atomic bomb. Though the Atomic Energy Agency maintains that discussions are still ongoing to determine the origin of these particles, but the statement is alarming for the West. CIA Director William Burns also weighed in, saying that Iran's nuclear program is advancing at a worrisome pace. However, the CIA director remains cautious and asserts that the US believes that Tehran had not decided to resume the weaponization program.
My heart goes out.
So why is the nuclear watchdog's report raising fears? Well, IAEA's report says the agency found traces of uranium enriched to up to 83.7% purity at Iran's Fordow enrichment plant. To make an atom bomb, uranium needs to be enriched to around 90%. Even though the IAEA has repeatedly warned it has lost its ability to fully monitor Iran's nuclear program since February 2021. Reports say the head of the agency would visit Iran this week for high-level meetings. Tehran has, however, repeatedly insisted it is not planning to build a nuclear bomb. Iran says it only wants to harness the nuclear technology for civil uses. Responding to the IAEA's report, Tehran says that the presence of the particles is due to unintended fluctuations, which may have occurred during the enrichment process.
Regarding the 84% enriched uranium particle, it was a sample taken from beside a valve. It's a particle that can't be seen even under a microscope. What matters is the product that is stored after production. They examined the enrichment level of processed material and realized it didn't exceed 60% at all.
Well, this is not the first time Iran's nuclear ambitions have come under the radar. Iran has been enriching uranium well over the limits laid down in a 2015 deal with world powers. The US states withdrew from the deal in 2018. The deal was designed to give Iran relief from sanctions in return for curbs that were put on its atomic program. In 2021, negotiations between world powers to return to the deal started, but have stalled since last year. Till now, the long, winding negotiations have failed to reach any conclusion. And this new report is ringing alarm bells in Western capitals. The West dreads a nuclear weapon in the hands of the Iranian regime, straining the already frayed ties between Tehran and the West. Fordow, which sits under a mountain near the holy Shiite city of Qom, is at the epicenter of tensions. Fordow plant is about the size of a football field. It is large enough to house 3,000 centrifuges, but small and hardened enough to make the Biden administration suspect that they could be used to produce an atomic weapon. And apart from the US, closer to Iran is Israel, which continues to warn it will not allow Iran to obtain a nuclear bomb. Iran faces internal unrest after months of protests. The West is also furious over accusations that Iran is sending drones to enabling Russia to target Ukraine. Tehran has repeatedly rubbished the allegations, But the explanation from Iran isn't enough to satisfy the West. Meanwhile, last week, Iran unveiled a new cruise missile with a range of 1,650 kilometers that could potentially reach Israel. The head of Iran's Revolutionary Guard's aerospace division boasts that the missile could hit its target with 100% precision, and giving a new headache to Israel and its Western allies.